In part 1, we dazzled your eyes with a teaser featuring 2 demonic human twins, Dante and Vergil, from the 3rd installment of Devil May Cry. Well, folks, they've finally finished them, and it's now time to reveal the finished products in all of their glory.
Longtime collaborator and friend Capcom continues to prove that their bond between Prime 1 Studios is unbreakable and stronger than ever.
Next up is a piece from the popular survival horror series, and right after, a few special teasers you do not want to miss.
Whether or not you're a fan of survival horror games, you've no doubt heard of the series that's become synonymous with the genre itself, Resident Evil. Known as BIOHAZARD in Japan, the latest main entry in the franchise takes classic and modern elements from its predecessors, combined with a new Victorian Gothic aesthetic, to create an entirely unique experience that stays faithful to its core vision. This fast-paced, heart-pumping yet chilling and eerie action thriller gave birth to an antagonist that, for various reasons, ended up becoming the sleeper highlight of the game. Juxtaposing her intimidating stature and sadistic demeanor, her captivating charisma makes you love to fear her and fear to love her. I'm talking about none other than Lady Alcina Dimitrescu from Resident Evil Village. With a presence proportionate to her towering height and a grandeur exemplified in her exquisite attire, the giant vampire's essence is perfectly captured in this remarkable statue that could only be produced at Prime 1 Studio. In addition to her tremendous size, you'll find it difficult to resist her enchanting allure. While a standing depiction of the Big Baroness might be more common, the developers of Prime 1 Studio aim to showcase her seated on a throne to show off her feminine contour in a way that's elegant, sophisticated, and seductive. The expressive folds and ripples sculpted into her fabulous wardrobe create a more accurate portrayal of her nature as envisioned. As you can see, the result eloquently brings out her bewitching beauty. Her piercing gaze and sinister smirk beneath her wide-brimmed hat faithfully replicate the impression she leaves in the game as she scornfully looks down on anyone who dares enter Castle Dimitrescu. The elaborate base features aged yet opulent chairs and carpets, further encapsulating the magnificence of the Victorian atmosphere. It's an extraordinary piece that breathes life into both the character and the setting alike. Regardless of whether you're a longtime fan of the Resident Evil series, a newcomer to survival horror games, or just have a refined taste for abnormally large ladies, Prime 1 Studio is extremely proud to present to you Alcina Dimitrescu.
After a long, hard day at work, sometimes I just want to plop down on the sofa, crack open a cold one, and play a few video games. As a form of escapism, video games have tapped into our wildest imaginations since their inception in 1958.
And just as game development has rocked the industry, Prime 1 attempts to parallel this with their own ambitious line of video game statues. Next up is the long-awaited reveal featuring the beautiful enchantress from The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt in an all-new scale.
In part 1 of Next Level X, we trekked across the expansive cursed land of Boletaria from Demon Souls, and we encountered the ever-so-intimidating Tower Knight. This next reveal features a powerful knight with a blood-enchanted sword from the critically acclaimed PlayStation exclusive.
From Software is a game company that understands the importance of user experience, and their well-designed and challenging games have garnered them attention over the past 2 decades. Prime One Studios has had the honor of working with From Software to create top-notch 3D representations from their masterfully created works. Next is a never-before-seen reveal from the talented folks at From Software.
When it comes to stories that pull at the heartstrings, Naughty Dog knows best. The Last of Us took an incredible journey with Joel and Ellie through a post-apocalyptic wasteland as they fought through hordes of the infected.
Previously touted for their Ellie and Abby statue from The Last of Us Part 2, Prime One Studio takes all the drama and action to soaring new heights in this final reveal of Next Level X Part 3.
謎の寄生菌が引き起こしたパンデミックの発生。人類は絶滅の危機に追いやられ、繁栄を極めた都市部も自然に帰っていく。この週末の光景が広がる危険な世界で、アメリカを横断する2人の人物がいた。ザ・ラスト・オブ・アスパート1が登場したのは2013年のこと。感染者が徘徊するディストピアを生き抜く、恐怖と絶望をプレイヤーにまざまざと突きつけました。私たちプレイヤーの分身となるキャラクターは、屈強な生存者ジョエル。彼は感染症の免疫を持つ勝ち気な少女エリーを護衛するという仕事を請け負います。
Back in, I think it was 2012, Naughty Dog had a booth set up, and I remember getting to see the game demo before the official release and sitting there thinking, wow, this is going to be huge.
数えきれないほど修正を繰り返して少しずつゴールへと近づいていく。この作品には 本当に長い時間を費やしました。そして今日、ようやく皆さんにもお見せすることができます。The Last of Us Part 1。私たちが自信を持ってお届けするビッグプロジェクトの一つです。
アビーとエリーが劇場の舞台裏で対峙する「ザ・ラスト・オブ・アス・パート2」のジオラマ。ご存知の通り、私たちはすでにノーティードッグと共同制作した作品をリリースしています。ファンからの厳しい意見を真摯に受け止め、エリーの頭部も改善しました。このシーンはとてもエモーショナルで視覚的なインパクトも強烈です。プレイヤーはアビーを操作し、友人を殺したエリーを追い詰めていきます。この2作目のテーマは復讐と贖罪ですが、1作目でフォーカスしたのはエリーとジョエルの関係の変化です。
I think the emotional bond between Joel and Ellie is particularly special to the fans because we see them develop a genuine connection over time. At first, Joel sees Ellie as this kind of burden, but as their bond deepens, they begin to rely on each other for emotional support. The conversations and banter between them sound real, and I think the audience really resonates with that.
ゲームの中で見せるジョエルとエリーの心の動きを造形で見せていく。そのことを一番に考えました。最難関のサバイバルでエリーを守るためにクリッカーと戦うジョエル。その後方からライフルを構えてサポートするエリーの表情には、決意、悲しみ、心配といったさまざまな感情が浮かんでいます。彼女の内側から湧き出るものを感じてもらえたら嬉しいですね。
And then you have Joel, who has his teeth clenched, ready to swing at a clicker who's trying to grab at him. I think the sculptors did a really nice job capturing the intensity and emotion of the scene. But personally, I have to say that I like the stoic version of his face because that's the Joel that we've all come to know and love from the game. Steadfast, loyal, and reliable.
ゲーム「ラスト・オブ・アス」で混沌の原因となる未知の菌類に寄生された人間インフェクテッド。第3段階クリッカーにまで変容した姿は見た目も恐ろしく、ほんの少し残る人間の肌と寄生されおぞましく形を変えた部分の細かく目を見張る造形の差が見事です。たった1体が相手でもジョエルとエリーが死を覚悟しなければならないような緊張感が伝わってくるでしょう。
They're called clickers because of the sounds they make. You'll immediately know when they're nearby you in the game. Sometimes they're off screen and all you hear is this eerie clicking and guttural strange breathing, and it's just creepy.
クリッカーの特徴といえば崩れた頭。塗装で一番苦労したのはゲーム中のリアルで彩度の低い色味を再現しながらグロテスクなディティールを一つ一つ際立たせること。他にも顔の出血をクリア素材の上から塗ったり、手や口の周辺だけ艶を重ねてウェットな質感を出したりと、至る所で工夫を凝らしています。
ベースは高低差があり、その側面の至る所にはゲームを織りなす要素が多く存在します。ベースに埋もれた壁面やパイプに絡みつくペンダントには、荒れた世界を統制する軍隊に反乱する組織ファイアフライのマークが刻まれ、インフェクテッドとして規制され生き体腐敗した死体など、ただ荒廃した世界を再現した造形ではなく、見どころある要素を盛り込んだものになります。
You You have the rips in Joel and Ellie's shirt, the pins on her backpack, the brick, the bottle, the dog tag hanging off the pipe, the watch Joel's wearing is actually broken like it is in the game. As a huge fan of The Last of Us, the attention to detail is bar none.
3D モデリング、造形、塗装、ここまで来るのは本当に長く、正直折れそうなこともありました。でもこうして完成して本当に嬉しいですし、ファンの皆さんに届けられるなんて夢のようですね。
At Prime One Studio, we love games and storytelling just as much as the next guy, and it's been an absolute honor working closely with Naughty Dog on this project. We absolutely cannot wait for you to see it in person and relive the emotions you felt when playing through The Last of Us.
ぜひファンの皆様にはスタジオの隅々まで見ていただき、ザ・ラスト・オブ・アスパート1のドラマを手に入れていただきたいと思います。